Hey everyone, so I am here with a video of my experience. This is when I went to the Harry Potter studio tour last year during the summer event, which was the Goblet of Fire. So all the Trials tournaments. I am going again this year in a few weeks for the 25th anniversary of the first film. But I thought I'd do it. I have already posted the unedited clips of all of this. So this is me opening the Great Hall, and that is if it's your birthday or close to your birthday when you go, which this is for me. It's my an early birthday present. They let you open the door, and you can request a badge as well. That was the Great Hall, which is the first thing, and they always do that. They've started doing during the summer event a lot as well. I think they Halloween event, obviously they have live performers. So that was the Durmstrang one. And I always do have a lot of fun. They say it takes about 4 hours to go through. I think because I really don't rush, I try and photograph and record everything I can. It does take closer to 6 or 7 hours. So I do really like it, and it is. I do, like I said, I enjoy it, even though some of the stuff is weird. Each one, like this, is part of the Gryffindor common room. They change it for the event. The letters projected on the back were part of a little project that was in the Hogwarts passport. That's a free item that you can get when you get there, and you get stamps and everything, and each one is different depending on what event it is. So that's the Beauxbatons live event. As you did see when I was at the Great Hall door, I actually did go in my own Beauxbatons outfit. I had actually made that myself, and I've worn that to Comic-Con several times. But yeah, like I said, they do actually have live performances. They do give out things well, like the Beauxbatons actually gave out butterflies in blue with the Beauxbatons bee crest symbol all over it, and I have one of those. But yeah, I do like it. I still remember years ago where this stage is right now used to be the Quidditch thing where you could walk up to the broom and say up. Apparently it's back for the 25th anniversary event. I don't know if it's going to be here or if there is any live performances, but like I said, I am definitely going to be making a ridiculous amount of videos and taking photos when I do go there. So I have, like I said, this is an incredibly cut down clip of everything. The one thing I've noticed, the potions lab never changes. They always have Snape on the left and Professor Slughorn on the right. The only thing that was slightly different was the letter that was being projected at the top. And yes, the Beauxbaton thing again, this from different angle, and that was because I was wanting one of the butterflies that they were giving out, so I did watch a couple of times. Got the night bus, and this is one of the other items that if you sit around for a couple of minutes in front of it, or stand, sorry, they do actually have the voice clip from the scene in it, and the bus actually does move, and they do actually have someone live telling you about some of the behind the scenes part. So we have the divinations classroom as well, and you saw the Grim Cup from the third film, which was Prisoner of Azkaban, and the divination section went in 2 years ago now for the thing. Before that, it was Malfoy Manor with Nagini coming across the table with all the Death Eaters there. And we have a very small section for the Ministry of Magic with some of the costumes for some of the people that were working in there as well. This was really cool. So, prophecy orbs. I do really enjoy it because, like I said, they do have all the original costumes and all the props and everything as well. So it is one of those just very nice, cool things. We have the Ministry Atrium. I've seen the one that's in Japan, and theirs is ridiculously more thing. But I do enjoy it. So, like I said, a lot of this, they have these like boards as well where they're explaining a load of stuff. And so this is in the Forbidden Forest, and this was a different one. It's normally Hagrid on his own, meant to look more like in the first film, but for this one they've put Harry with the invisible cloak with him, because obviously during the full film he goes out with his cloak to hide to see the dragons. And we have Buckbeak here. I do really love it, and it does do, if you again stand there for a little while, you do get Buckbeak bowing, which is cool. The spiders, this is cool. The Privet Drive, I went when it first opened and you could only stand outside, and I don't know when they changed it, but when I started going again a couple of years ago, they had opened up number 4 Privet Drive so you could go through and see that scene. And then they opened up next door and actually have the Dobby scene. Sorry, that's my mum and our dog Bailey. Yes, they added the greenhouse, and again the audio plays the greenhouse scene from the Chamber of Secrets. Which again is, number 3 Privet Drive has been opened now, and you can access that. And that has the scene between Harry and Dobby in his bedroom in the Chamber of Secrets. They also do have, right in the middle of the tour, if you are going during the day, a whole food area. The outside, but where you can have the Burrow, the Privet Drive. They have a night bus you can take photos of, the greenhouse, which then leads into all of what you just seen, which is the Gringotts section. They also have a dragon showing, which is really cool. And it leads into more of the looking at the goblins and Gringotts, including Bellatrix Lestrange's vault from the Deathly Hallows scene. This is the dragon scene after it. This is another one. Do stay for a little while, because there are actually 2 different dragon videos that play. So it is cool to see both, because it does do different. Have the model for Diagon Alley, and the whole thing is really amazing. It is slightly uphill, so we'll do for that, but it is a lot of fun. And then that was the model for Hogwarts used, and then this is the actual one that was made for all the filming. So when you see the scenes of Hogwarts from a distance that are zooming in at, this is it. And definitely do again be around that. Each time the something different is projected, not onto Hogwarts but the wall. And then we have the last part of this tour before the end, which was me putting my name into the Goblet of Fire, which was a lot of fun. And that and we did go back, obviously, as you're now seeing this, to do another recording of the castle. And I said it's projected not only onto Hogwarts but onto all the walls. I think it's like every 5 or 10 minutes. So it is definitely worth staying around to watch a couple of times from the different angles. It is just a ramp all around. After this, though, is, like you said, the thing that is normally Ollivander's room. So you have all the one box on the wall, where all the staff for the film are on the labels, which is really cool. And then it goes into the shop. So this is going to be the end. I said I did really like this one with the dragon, and I had a lot of fun. So I will see everybody later.